Alright guys, hello, welcome back to Zanthyst Gaming. Decided to do a test to see if looping bases worked. So let's just go ahead and summon 25 feral Arlenes and let's see what happens. We did the maximum length on the bridge from each side, and it looks like they're falling down just fine for the most part. Occasionally one makes it through and then you have to like kill it. Looks like about half of them seem to fall and loop through. And then 5 or 6 each round out of the 25 is making it onto the actual platform. So they are fixing it somewhat. So let's try switching the position of the wedges to be sideways instead of the straightforward path, because the straightforward path has always had the option of them falling through. So let's go ahead and try that. Alrighty, so I retooled it to be just 2 wide, and then the wedge tips facing inwards. That's another option for the looping bases. So let's go ahead and see how that works out with the same zombies. Spawn 25 feral Arlenes in again. And here we go. Well, 24 it turns out. Let's see what they do. This used to work like every time. We'll see how it goes now. It does not seem to work at all anymore if they're facing that way. So the one with them facing opposite each other with a gap seemed to work much better than this. It looks like only 1 or 2 zombies fell down the hole, so that option no longer works. Let's try out the ramp trick. So if you guys don't know, this was the first way that people used to do it. You just put ramps facing each other in opposite directions, and then they would fall down the hole. This one was never as reliable as the other methods, so I'm not very confident that this is gonna work, but let's give it a try. We already know that the slippery wedge trick doesn't work, like the infinite falling down the slopes, like that doesn't work. Other people have tested it, they've said it doesn't work, so we'll see if this one does. So basically the idea here is they still see it as a full block, they run, they get caught right there, and then they fall. And because it's such a short area for them to stand on, they always slide down and fall. So we'll see. My guess is that they're going to get to this spot and then they're going to jump up. But we'll see what happens. Let's go ahead and spawn in the Arlenes. And pause their AI. Let's see where they go. Okay, first it looked like some of them were wanting to go to destroy all below me, but... Okay, wait. Hold on. This appears to be working, despite the fact that I stepped forward too far. Actually, this is working extremely well. 1 got through. 2, 3, a couple got through. Not too bad. So if we modify this and do a set of bars here, maybe on the inside or on the outside, maybe that might work. Let's try that. Okay, I have updated it with iron bars on top to stop them from being able to jump on top. Hopefully they still see the pathing as viable and they fall through. This could actually work. Let's see. Back when this strategy was implemented originally, we didn't have iron bars that could rotate like this. So it wasn't an option back then, and once we got those iron bars, people just started using the wedge tips anyway, so there's no reason to go back and try this, but now there's actually a reason to try it, so let's see if it works. Alright, Arlene, show me what you got. Okay, we have a bottleneck there, but it look like they're all coming. Got a couple that get stuck and whack on the iron bars. 1 managed to jump super high and get over. So you might have to go a couple blocks high with those iron bars. But overall, this appears to be working like a dream. Every so often you get one with just mad jumps and they get through. So that is a bit of a problem. So I think to combat that, you have to just stack the iron bars a little higher, right? Like that's the solution, unless it breaks their AI. Let's go ahead and kill them all, and I'll try that, and we'll be right back, guys. Okay, I accidentally built it too shallow and collapsed the entire thing, so I had to rebuild it. I had to add a little bit of extra support. So we go over 6 blocks, and then we add our structure. Oops, I forgot to add the other edge of it. Ha! Whoops. We go over 6 blocks, and then we add our little box. And then we put the bars up. If you go 8 blocks, it actually is too much weight because the bars weigh more than the concrete. So you got to do that. Oops, that's not the right rotation. So we're going to go ahead and test that out again. See if it breaks their AI. Hopefully it does not. It's not too much rubble on the ground, is there? There's a little. Let's go ahead and take care of the rubble so it doesn't mess up our test. Whoops. That's fine. Okay. Let's go ahead and try that again. That way. So 25 Arlene's. Let's keep it the same test. Boom. Alright, here we go. Run, Arlene, run. Come on, you beautiful reworked lady. Okay. It looks like we're okay. We got one that got stuck, but we'd be seeing her shooting them. So if one gets stuck, you just kill it. Oh, she got around the edge. Look at her. A couple of them are smart. So I mean, it kind of works, but there are flaws for sure. I suppose the way you would fix that is build another support pillar and go around the edge and build a wall on the side. So we can try that as well. See if that fixes it. My goodness, this is getting harder than it used to be, for sure. Okay, there we go. So that is the idea. So we have our diagonal blocks facing the opposite way. I added a wall that is more ramps sliding outwards, and then we added a border on top. There shouldn't be any lip for them to get stuck on now. There's no way for them to get stuck on a lip. They might stand right here and beat on the wall, in which case you just have to shoot them if they're standing there, but you're shooting them anyway, so that's fine. Most of them should slide either this way or slide this way, and it should work out in theory. Let's go ahead and repair things before we get started, make sure there's no damage on anything, then we can assess the damage that they actually do to this structure. Alright, it looks like the bars are a bit damaged, so let's go ahead and repair that. Some forged iron. Wait, did I grab the wrong type? I grabbed steel. Whoopsie daisy. Okay. So let's go ahead and spawn in those 25 Arlene's again and see how it goes. Come and get me, girls. It's working. It's working. Shooting them. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, you see that? You almost got through. That's where they would have started getting through right there. Okay, so they're hitting it. This one over here is stuck, so I would kill her, right? She'd die. She'd die. Any of them that get stuck, I prioritize over anything else. So I just hit the ones on the edges, and we let the other ones loop through. It looks like it's working pretty well. Now, of course, you'd have to build a vulture cage on top of yourself to stop the vultures from getting you. But yeah, so this looks like it would work actually for a looping base. It's not quite as smooth as it used to be, but it does look like they are. Oops. Nope. It does look like they are looping through. If I would stop taking myself down a block, right? They're just confused because I keep falling and going back up. Hold on, let them get their senses. But there we go. We can see that they are definitely looping through. We got a couple that are stopping and beating down below. I'm wondering if that's because I fell through so many times. Let's go ahead and reset them and see what kind of damage they did overall. I can't imagine they did very much. So they did some damage to this block here. Not too bad. So a couple of them dug on this block. So having reinforced concrete is probably pretty important for this. or having multiple sections that they can drop down in. So if one falls, you can go over to the next one. That might be another way to do this. But so what I did is I went out 6 blocks, then I did the opposite ramps and the structure to block them from jumping over. And on this one, we went 12 blocks over from there, from the support pillars. So I did ramps, a couple more stairs, and then 12 blocks over. So you could easily extend this out to have, like, just keep the pattern going and do another set of diagonal blocks the opposite direction, right? And have multiple fallbacks if one of them falls. But it does appear that looping bases are possible, just a little bit different to build them. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'm probably not going to use it. I stopped using looping bases and the exploity bases a while ago, and I found the game's more fun for me. But I know some of you guys do like this kind of thing, so there you go. Enjoy.